day everyone. Let's be honest. We're living in a world where technology moves faster than anything else. Like for example, robots are working in factories, AI is answering questions online, and students in other countries are already learning with tablets and VR. But I will ask you, what about here in the Philippines? Are you ready? Are our schools, teachers, and students unprepared to face this digital world? In our country, there's a big gap between education and STI, or science, technology, and innovation. And this gap is getting bigger as many students still don't have proper science lab, computers, or even internet connections. Some public schools don't have enough teachers na trained in science and technology. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is advancing, building smart cities, using AI in hospitals, even having robots assisting classroom. This is not just a small problem. This is a national concern. So why it is matter? As you see, technology and society are deeply connected. They affect each other. When people have knowledge in access technology, their lives improve. Farmers can use smart system to monitor crops. Students can study online, and doctors can diagnose faster with advanced tools. But when only few people have access to these tools, inequality grows. Some become successful while others stay poor. Not because they're lazy, but because they were never given the chance to use technology. And technology should not divide us, it should help us unite and uplift. Now, let's flip the question. How does society influence technology? The truth is, science and technology don't grow on their own. People create them to solve problems. So, if our society values progress, fairness, and education, then we can build a technology that matches our real needs. But if we don't invest in but if we don't invest in education and research, if we ignore the province and focus only on big cities, then even the most advanced tech will not reach to those who need it the most. In short, we must build a society that supports innovation but doesn't leave anyone behind. Let's take a closer look at our country. Yes, the Philippines has made progress. We now have government programs that promote science. We have STEM schools, science fair, and even startups trying new ideas. But sadly, this is not happening everywhere. In many far-flung areas, students still walk kilometers just to reach schools. Some teachers still use Manila paper and chalkboards. Even in cities, not all students have computers or stable internet. How can we teach robotics if the school doesn't even have electricity? How can we talk about AI if the students doesn't even know how to use Word? This is the reality we need to face. So, what we can do? First, we must improve the access to science and technology education, not just in big schools, but in all communities. The government should provide better tools and training for teachers. Companies can donate old tech, students can help each other in other digital skills. Second, we need to teach not just the use of technology, but also the ethics behind it. We need to ask if it is fair, it is safe, or it will help the society. Let's not let's not use AI to cheat. Let's not let's not use technology to spread lies. And let's use it to build, to learn, and to help others. Lastly, we must build a culture that supports research, innovation, and creativity. Filipino minds are talented. We just need the right support. Lastly, so to all my friends, classmates, and teacher, technology is not the enemy, and it's not the hero either. It's just a tool, a power tool that can either lift us or left us behind. If we want to be part of the future, we must act now. We must demand better education. We must support science and technology, not just for the rich, but for all of us. We must be responsible users and creators of tech, guided by ethics and driven by compassion. Because in the end, the future of technology is not about machines. It's about the people. It's about us. So, thank you.